Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ifeya Artistry. If this is your first time seeing my videos, you're highly welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for watching my videos. Okay guys, so in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how I transformed my gorgeous clients. So this is actually the second client I worked on in the UK. Okay, so I got to her place. Like this place is actually very beautiful. Let me even like say that. So I love the background and everything, so it actually helped my filming, but that's not why we are here. We are here to explain how I did the makeup process, right? Okay guys, so first of all I started cleaning her face. I cleaned with a micellar water and the wipes, and yeah, so after that I moved into my moisturizer. I'm using the Correct Nail Moisturizer, one of my like favorite moisturizer. So I put that on and I begin to blend it into the skin. And let me say how my client's skin is really beautiful. Like when I say beautiful, I mean it. Okay, so I begin to blend it into the skin, and I'm going to like carefully massage that into the skin. So when I just like spread it everywhere, I'm going to let it sit for a while before I use my hands and blend it in. Okay, so after blending this into the skin, I have to use my hand and massage, like I said. So after that, I'm going in with my Embryolist moisturizer, one of my like all-time favorite moisturizer. This moisturizer is very hydrating and like so nice. Do not mind my conversation with my clients. Like this, she's a very lovely person, and you know, like I love bonding with clients. I love it when they are very comfortable with me, like when we are working and all that. So yeah, it all happens all the time. Okay guys, so after putting on this for moisturizer as well, remember I place it on the face. I use the brush and like spread it everywhere. I'm going to leave the moisturizer to sit into a while before I blend it out, whatever. Okay guys, so after that I'm going in with the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. So like gently blend that into the skin. Like I'm going to blend it into the skin, and you know what the primer does, like it holds the makeup, it grips down the makeup to stay and last for a very long time. So I'm going to like blend it everywhere except the under eyes. Remember not to put on anything that is primer close or under the eyes, like close to the under eyes. Make sure you avoid that. Okay guys, so I equally use my hand to massage that into the skin. Okay guys, so after that I'm using the Merak skin prep. Honestly, for a good reason I shouldn't use the Merak skin prep in this country, because like guys, in the UK it's very cold. You are not going to sweat, so there's no need of me. I don't think I see a reason for me using a sweat control, because you're not going to sweat. Everywhere is so cold. So after that I'm going to be going in with my pore mattifying primer. This is the Becca Pore Mattifying Primer. So I'm going to be using that to mattify and control the oils, because my client says that she actually sweats a lot. She said that she produces oil a lot, so I'm just using the primer to, you know, like control the oil and all that. So after that I'm going to be using the Kiss Beauty setting spray to set and lock in the everything I've done. Okay guys, so moving on, I'm going to be using my Loreal True Match foundations and my Huda Beauty foundation. Okay guys, so my client says she have not really done a professional makeup in a very long time and all that. So I'm like, you know what, let me just like, I'm going to give you a taste of like a very good one, like a very good one. And guys, I started doing her makeup. So I put on her foundations and I blend that into the skin. So I'm just doing my best to make sure that this makeup, I want this makeup to be a one that when she looks on the mirror, she looks into the mirror, she's going to wow herself. Because like guys, this is the second time I'm doing makeup in the UK, and I'm like, yeah, I have really shown people in Nigeria my color. Let me equally do the same to the people in the UK. So I was doing my best. And actually this is actually the second time I'm working alone. The first was when I worked on the first client, and this is the second time. It's not actually easy. Okay guys, so after blending in my foundation, I move into the concealer. So I'm using the Younger Beauty concealer in the shade 0. I don't know, it's not 0, it's SMC 2, number 2. I don't know how to call the numbers and shades of this foundation, this concealer. So after using that in the inner corners, I'm using the Nuban Beauty in the shade 043. Yeah, so I just, you know, like carefully place it everywhere on the face, and then I'm going ahead to, you know, like blend that with my beauty sponge. And remember, at this point, my client is still like, you know, trying to look in and trying to understand what's going on. Like I don't equally I don't know though, but I know she was like trying to, you know, like, no, is this real, is it okay, is it nice and all that. But I'm like, don't worry, I'm gonna show you, Pepe. Okay guys, so moving on, I just keep blending my my concealer into the skin. I blended in the ones under the eyes. Like, I didn't blend everything, I left for a while. I left some for a while to give me coverage, even though I don't think I really did need that coverage, because like the foundation actually gave, like, her skin is actually very nice, so I don't really need to do much and get the coverage I did on her face. Okay guys, so after that I just, you know, like start contouring her face. I'm using a foundation from Avon Cosmetics foundation. So I love the undertone of that Avon, especially the shade 20 and the shade 30. I mostly mix them, both of them together, to get my contour shades, because I love the undertone. I love the other, like, it's not all the foundations that I can use as a contour, like, but this particular foundation is actually very good for contouring, you know. Okay guys, so I just I'm going to be using that to, you know, like contour. I've contoured the face, the perimeters of the face. I'm contouring the nose now with my brush. So I'm going to just be placing that, using it to create the white shape. And again, my client's nose has a very beautiful, lovely nose shape. So I'm just like, you know, I just don't need to do too much to get a perfect nose contoured. After that, I got my Wash Me blush from the TM Essential Cosmetics. So this is a very beautiful blush, a very beautiful blush stick or something. So I placed that and I use it to create my blush. So after that, I go back to blend the product in the under eyes, and then, you know, like, after blending it, I was ready to set. So guys, I'm just using my beauty blender now to blend. Even though the gist that me and the client was gisting was too sweet that she was not going to close her mouth and let me walk in peace. I hope she sees this video anyway. So guys, after this, I'm just like, I blended everything, and when everything was okay, I'm just like, let me use this milani powder and set. Like, normally I would have actually opted for Merak Cosmetics, but I'm like, let me use this powder. And guys, the best decision I made was using this milani powder to set the face. Like, everything was intact, everything was just okay. This powder is just a very lovely, sweet powder, honestly. I don't know why milani just produced only 3 shades from this powder, but I think this powder is just really underrated. It's a very nice one. So I just, you know, like, blended, like, it makes everything like smooth. Honestly, this is not just the video, it makes it smooth. I'm telling you, when I was doing this job, I was looking at her face, I'm like, did I do something else? Like, because I don't understand the smoothness I'm seeing. Okay guys, so I just like use the powder to like set everything everywhere, the forehead, the nose bridge, the under eyes, and everything. Like, I set everything. The only thing I'm seeing is that the undertone is a bit off. I mean, my highlight was affected. Actually, it was affected in a bit, but you know that I can actually fix that, if you know what I mean. I can actually fix it, because like, I have a lot of certain powders that when I am baking, I can actually take care of that. So that is, if you know what you are doing, actually, even if something goes wrong, you can actually know how to, you know, take care of that. Okay guys, so I just used the normal powder to set the rest of the face, and I set my contour as well. I set my low light, I set my contour. Okay, I'm still using the Milani. I thought I had already switched, but I know at some point I switched to a powder palette, because I was not going to continue to use the powder, the Milani, no matter how I love it. So I was going to switch to something else. Okay guys, so after everything, I begin to equally set my blush. I'm using the blush from OPV. I think that product was sent to me from from the United Kingdom. I think so. That's where the brand is. I can't really say. I'm not for sure. I'm not sure, but they sent me the product when I was in Nigeria. Okay, so but their blush palette, that blush is really a lovely one. Okay guys, so after that, I just contour. I'm contouring the nose. I'm contouring the nose and everything. So after everything on the face, I was done with the face, then I begin to outline my brows. Guys, I have a confession to make. So the last video that I recorded for my clients, that is the first UK clients, right? So I made a mistake in her brow. Like I did a mistake. I didn't remember to, you know, like slick down the hairs of the brows. That was a mistake. I forgot. I remember when I was already done outlining the brows. Then because I finished the makeup and the brows was good. Like it was okay. And for some reasons, I don't know, when I got to this client, I'm like, you know what, the other one was okay without slicking down the hairs, let me equally do the same here. You know, this client's brows was very, very nice, lovely, beautiful. I don't know what made me not to slick it down, because it could have actually been better. So I didn't know, I didn't do that. So I just outlined and I did the brows and I began to conceal. Can you see how dark that brows is? Very, very dark. And this is not my signature, honestly. It is not. This is greasy, it's oily, the brows is greasy, the brows is oily, the brows is everything that I don't want the brows to be. Honestly, it was too dark. I was trying my best to control the darkness. I was using my brow tints, but nothing worked. I shared to an extent managed to control it, but I have told myself I was not going to actually do that again. No, because had it been I didn't do that, this brows could have actually been sweet, because she has a very lovely brow hair, honestly. Okay guys, so I outlined my brows using my Hega and Esther brow gel, and I fill in with my Davis pencil in shade 03, and then I concealed with my concealer from Nuban Beauty and Younger Beauty. Yeah, so that is it with my concealer brush basically. So after that, I blended everything out and I set. Okay guys, so moving over to the eyeshadow. I already baked. I don't know why I didn't record that process, but I baked with my, what's the name of that white setting powder? I've forgotten the name of. I think I baked with Merak, because this is not white setting powder. I think it's actually Merak. Okay, that's by the way. So after that, I move over to the eyeshadow. So I'm using the I used my eyeshadow primer. I used my eyeshadow primer. Honestly, I'm forgotten the name. I'm trying to remember the name of the eyeshadow primer. This is the eyeshadow primer I use all the time. Oh, I don't know. I've not done a voiceover in a very long time and I forgot. Okay guys, so after placing the eyeshadow primer, I begin to create my transition. So I'm using just my eyeshadow palette, a very small eyeshadow palette, so to create my transition. So my client gave me an eyeshadow look that she wants, so I'm trying my best to recreate the look that she gave me. Okay guys, so yeah, I did actually recreate the look to an extent. I put on pigments that she wanted. I actually didn't want to use pigment on her because like her eyes was very small, and I was really being scared of this pigment actually coming up to the upper part of the eyes. That is going to really stress me. So, but I did put the pigment like she wants, and it was giving what she wanted. Like it was really okay. Honestly, it was really, she wanted that particular look, and it was really okay. Okay guys, so we finished and I was done with the eye. She was like, you know, this winged outliner like that is always very dark, like when I smoke out the outer part and we like wing it out, like that was what she want. Like she wants it smoked out, she want the focus on her eyes and all that. I'm like, okay, so let me smoke it out more, let me give her what she wants and all that. So I have to, you know, try and make the outer part more darker, and then I used my concealer and I cut the smoked out part, you know, like, and it was really okay. So I actually did that in this eyes. Well, when I actually added this darker shade in the eyeshadow, I loved how it looked. Like I really loved how it looked. I was telling her, I think you actually made me do something that I really, really love. But I love how the outcome of the eyeshadow and all that. So guys, I finished winging out the eyeshadow, and you know, like I fixed the lashes, everything was looking good. Her face was popping, her face was glowing. I'm telling you, I dust out the excess setting powder from the face. Can you see how the setting powder just they glints out of the face without anything, honestly. So that is it. I am using my MAC powder to do this. Actually, this is a finishing powder, my MAC powder, lovely powder. Okay guys, so I set the rest of the face. I'm just like setting everything, making sure that everything is okay. Like, I'm so loving this look. I'm so in love with this look. Don't mind my client. She's not okay. Okay guys, so after that I've added my little TM Essential Cheek Glaze. I just added a little cheek glaze just to make sure that everything, at least her cheeks, let it like kind of glow a little bit, even though like I didn't want to really add so much on you because like she has oily skin. Guys, I don't know what happened to my face. I don't know what happened to my setting spray. I just like, let me set the face. I just, to apply the setting spray, like boom, everything was just, it was as if I poured water on my client. This was not the setting spray I used to know. I don't know what happened to my Morphe setting spray. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I used it for the last client, but I don't know what happened. I just want to apply a little setting spray and it's poured everywhere. Thank God I have my fan, so it dried up. Okay guys, so after that it was time for the lips. So I cleaned out the foundations on her lips and then I added my lip stain. Okay, so I added the lip stain, I don't know, and I asked my client to smack. I don't know why this video is fast, so I asked my client to smack. She smacked and I blended it out. At this point, when she looked at her face, you know, she was carrying her phone. When she looked at her face, she laughed because she was looking very funny. Okay guys, so after that I began to outline and she warned me not to overline her lips. Like, that was one part I didn't like because I wanted to overline the lips. She's like, do not overline my lips. Line my lips according to the line. I'm like, yes ma. So I actually lined her lips and yeah, just within the, oh god, I can't remember the last time I lined the lips like this. I can't really remember. This young lady here stressed me over that. Okay guys, so yeah, I just lined the lips like she wanted. I have to, you know, no matter what I want to do, clients' preferences is always what you want to keep in mind. Like, make sure you give them what they want, whatever, even if you don't like it, give her what she wants, what she's comfortable with. Okay guys, so I just added another lip stain inside the lips to make sure that it gave her the shade and the color she wanted. She wanted the very natural color, and I'm like, I knew that the natural color is going to be the thing that is going to look good on her. So after everything, I added my Soo Pro Fix Spray and it locked in everything. Remember, so I didn't add the gloss because she was going for her photo shoot, so she was going to add the gloss when she got there, and that was okay by me. Okay guys, so I blended everything together and I set everything, guys, and this is actually the end of the video. This is before she wore her wig and after we are, oh my god, this look is so beautiful. I hope you love this video. Please do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, put on your post notifications, and I'm going to see you next time. Bye.